Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We're back live once again for the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Leather Pocket. My name is Grant. We have a really great match. This is one of those ones you want to tune in for. So if you're just tuning in, smash the share button. Ben Francis, Sean McKay doing battle. Both players really know how to play this game.
Yeah, you are.
And of course, we get to see Q Sports Live's own Mr. Ben Francis doing some battle. I get to be joined on the mic this time by, of course, the one and only Mr. Johnny Triple P. What's going on, Johnny?
Not much. What's going on? What's going on?
Well, I'm kind of excited for this match. This will be a little bit of a barn burner.
Yeah. I mean, we have two great players playing. I would definitely say, Ben's last match was a little tougher than this one. He played Dexter.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's Dexter's a great player.
He is a really great player, but you know what? I think this is going to be a really, really good match.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? That was last match.
Yeah, this
And we got to go
on
to this one.
moving
here.
on.
And Sean is no slouch for sure.
No.
What's he, like a 690 Fargo?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Let's
he's
take
up
a
there.
look. I know Ben is 720 something.
That's right. Definitely well earned.
Definitely well earned. Well earned and well traveled in order to earn it.
That's right. Nice little shot. Easy 8-ball to kind of kill the cue ball there.
Yeah, Sean McKay is a 709.
So 709.
So they're fairly close.
Yeah.
Nice little chop shot off the rail here. Nice draw. 4 into the same pocket.
I think-
Probably the 5 in the same pocket as well.
Yeah. He's just going to draw back just a hair.
Yeah. Nice little touch over.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome, Wayne. We appreciate you tuning in. I guess I could probably get the YouTube.
Get that rolling.
Get her up and rocking and rolling. Why not?
A little bit of a stretch there for him, but he got her done.
Well, both Sean and Ben are on the vertically challenged side of the coin, to be politically correct.
Yeah, it looked like he almost came out of his boots on that one there because he stretched for it and had to put just a hair draw, and I've seen his body move quite a bit.
All right, we now have the YouTube up and going.
A nice, simple little pattern. Managed to stay on the right side of the ball the whole time.
7 to the 8's no easy shot. Left himself a little bit straight here.
Yeah. Shouldn't be an issue here, not for this cat.
I would tend to agree. Made it a little harder than what it needed to be, however.
So you have two options depending on how you feel. You roll this in with a little left-hand siding, come off the rail about 4 inches, or come across.
I think you're coming across.
All preference here for sure.
For sure. Just with the angle on the 8 to get into the side,
Yeah.
I think you almost have to come across. Just like so.
Mm-hmm.
Dang near like we drew it up for him.
You got to get one of those markers, and so you could draw on the screen.
Yeah, the telestrator.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
Then we could show everybody exactly what we're talking about if they don't get it.
Right. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, we just got started. Sean McKay drawing first blood. Sean McKay, Ben Francis doing battle on the table. Once again, it is the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament going all weekend long. We'll be live all day today, as well as tomorrow. A little bit of a different format. On the A side, playing in this event, you're playing 9-ball on the 9-foot diamond tables. If you happen to lose and go to the B side, you head on over to the 7-foot diamonds and play 8-ball. We did talk about that already, Bob. But I'll tell you, look at this break. Where's the 3 going to end up? In the side? And the 2 in the side?
Wow. That's
And
probably one of the
messed
most
up on the 4.
unlucky 4-ball breaks ever.
Right?
I mean, wow.
Where do you even push to? Right? Like there's no good spot to push.
You can't. You got to push to a jump shot.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind pushing to the kind of in line with the spot,
And that's the
but
problem
Ben's
too.
got to be able to reach it, right? That's the other issue is you got to push to a jump that you can reach. Oh, he's just going to leave him the bank shot. Bank on the 4 ball, or you can play safe here too. I think you'd have to use the 7 and the 8 ball as cover here, though. I don't know if I would try to use the 9. You could do a separating, send the cue ball off the back rail to the right side rail. Utilize the 9 ball that way, but try to light roll this in, send the 4 up table and use the 9. That gets really touchy. So if he's going to send the 4 ball back up top, you'd almost want to use the 7 and the 8 ball. Creates a little bit of a bigger blocker. Did he go for the bank there? I don't know if he was fully decided what he wanted to do there. But it leaves Ben full in on the 4 ball. And he may put a little bit of left-hand spin on this ball and go back up table for the 5 to the left-hand side pocket. Could draw underneath here as well, like so. And nice little pop over for the 7 down to the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, he drew instead. I didn't think he could draw. I thought he had too much angle there. The force of the angle gives him perfect angle on the 8. 9 ball, bottom right-hand corner. Tie ball game. 1 apiece for both of these gentlemen. And of course, the man of the hour, Mr. Barry Hooey himself. For those that are not familiar with who Barry is and what we're doing here, it is his memorial event. He was a staple in the Calgary pool scene. We are very blessed here in Calgary. We have a very robust pool scene, and Barry was certainly one of those that was a prominent figure in our Calgary pool scene. What's going on, Mr. Kevin? Appreciate everybody tuning in. And once again, if you are just tuning in, that little share button down on the bottom left, give that a little bit of love. Give it a tap for me. Share it to any of the pool groups you're associated with. Share it on your personal page as well. Any of your friends that may be closet pool junkies and not realize it. We will do our best to keep them entertained. And of course, we'd always appreciate the shares. A little bit of a hop for Ben. I think he'll take this jump shot on. Difficult to get back to the 2 ball, but I think he'll grab full cue jump here. Into the heart. He does get the window, I believe, before or between the 4-5, so he does have the hit, and quite natural angle there just to float off the 2 ball off the end rail and use the 7-9 as a little bit of duck and cover. Instead makes the carom. That'll do. Pops the 2-ball out, full in on the 2-ball. Try the carom indeed. Not only did he try, he executed. Was a brave shot. I don't know if I was at the table, if I would have tried that, but that's why I'm on this side of the camera and he's on that side of the camera. Didn't want to be shooting off the beach here at the 3-ball, but pretty natural angle. Pot the 3, cue ball, a little bit of tops because you're shooting off the beach, off the end rail, back for the 4 down to the bottom left-hand corner. Like so. May come back across for the 5 into the same pocket. Could just touch draw this for the 5 into the bottom right-hand corner. See how he feels. No, I don't think he has a problem with his arm. It's just his way of trying to keep his arm loose. So Ben gives up an opportunity here for Sean McKay. And no slouch of a player. He will definitely punish you for your mistakes, as he should. Nice little roll float shot on the 4. Tickles the outside of the pocket there, but still finds its way in. 5 and 6 obviously in the same pocket. So 8 can get a little bit tricky. I think Sean will just pot this in. A little bit of left-hand spin on the cue ball, come across on top of the 9 for the 8, either into the top right or into the right-hand side pocket. Over hit. Arlene, it was Rob Phillips. Victorious over Corey Poynton. Tester shot for Sean, 8 to the right-hand side pocket. Just off the outside. Looked like the 8 maybe skidded a little bit, but it's certainly going to leave Ben a tester. Ben gives the cue a wipe down. Takes his time on this shot. As he should. Nice little draw. Right hand spin on the cue ball. Is he going to get away with it? Or is the 8 going to lay up right over the side pocket? Well, I won't say it's right over. He might have got away with it a little here. I don't know if the back cut on the 8 ball is quite there. Mr. Jerry Cahan, how are you, my good man? We are doing well. We're streaming all weekend. We're at the Barry Hooey Memorial, playing some pool, so life is good. Is he going off the end, off the tip? Go off the horn, off the bottom side horn, and back cut the 8 to the top left hand? Nope. One rail kick, 8 in the left side pocket. I would have loved to have seen him do that off the horn. A nice effort, but that will leave Ben pretty straight in on the 8 ball. This should be a 2-1 advantage for Ben over Sean here. A valiant effort. right on the rail. Shouldn't be any issue for Ben at this distance. And indeed, 2-1. Ben Francis leading over Sean McKay. Sean out of Red Deer, I believe, now. And once again, for those that are interested in playing in the Q Sports Live International Pool League, that is starting November 1st. You can get registered at www.cslipl.com. We have divisions for all levels of play. It is open to any player around the world. We also have 3-man teams starting on November 1. 3 different levels of teams, bronze, silver, and gold. Run very similar to BCA. It is a Fargo cap that you have to fit within, those 3 players. Play your match once every week, whenever is convenient for you. We do not set the times, so it is really, really flexible. That match gets live streamed to the private players page, and at the end of 10 weeks, we pay out the top 25%. So if there's anybody that is interested in that, you can get a little bit more information on our website, cslipl.com. You can also send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. If you have any questions, you can send us an email. We will respond to just about any of those. And looks like Johnny is back now from his phone call.
Yeah.
Ready to rock and roll.
What did I miss? I saw they had a really good little battle in the 8-ball the last game.
Yeah. Ben left it a little bit tough. He kind of got away with it.
Okay.
Left the 8-ball on the top side of the side pocket with the cue ball down in the bottom corner, so the cut was not on. And I thought for a minute, Sean looked at playing the off the horn back cut into the corner, but he tried the one rail kick instead. I would have loved to have seen him try and go off that horn.
That would have been great. I like the little safety Ben played.
Yeah.
I was talking about a safety like this before, just kind of pushing the ball over, come off the rail behind the ball. Very touchy, very difficult, and he hit that pretty good. And it's kind of in that awkward position because to come off the rail where that 9 is.
I don't know if he's got enough of it.
And that's what I mean, right? Because he's on that 4-ball pretty high.
He is. He's extremely high on the 4, and you almost have to hit directly underneath where the 9 is at that angle.
So, but it does look like he can hit it because he's looking at where he wants to put the 2-ball.
Yeah, if he can go 2 rails and kick and stick and put the 2-ball off the top right-hand side rail onto
so you know what? You're right. He can't see it. He's actually playing 3 rail.
Oh, a 3-rail kick.
Yeah. So Ben laid him pretty good, and he had a hard time to go 1 rail.
Look at this. Wow.
That's a great shot.
Wow.
Oh, look at the little emoji. Interesting. And you know,
I love little things like that.
that was pretty good.
That was good, wasn't it?
And you know, in all aspects, I mean, if you know the 3 rails, the shot wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
But
what makes it difficult is the diamond, because they shorten up on those angles.
Yeah.
Right? And it looked like he played a little bit of inside just to correct that.
Yeah.
Touch of inside.
He tried.
This is kind of the same 8-ball shot. This is exactly what I was talking.
Gotcha.
So now we'll see whether Sean does try off the horn and back cut the 2 to the top right.
Yeah, so I think Ben was playing a 2-way. I think he was trying to make the deuce.
For sure. Thanks, Arlene. I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
You don't have any sleeves.
Oh. I have a few tricks.
You got some tricks.
Oh, wow. Gets away with it.
And you know, like the bank was there. I think it was good to take on, but like you said, the rails are a little bit shorter.
And shortened up big time, but
he shortened up on that because he hit it a little firm.
He did.
And boy, did he get away with it.
He sure did.
You know, but now he's in a little bit of a situation here.
He is. But does the 3 pass the 7 and the 8 down to that bottom right? Or is he too much on it?
I think the 7 is in the way. Oh, it looks like I'm up to play again.
Wow. Well, thanks for the short visit.
Yeah, it was a short visit, you know. I got very lucky in my last match. played Cas
Hey,
Burns.
luck,
And
luck is a part of the game.
He played amazing. I mean, he jumped up on me, didn't miss a shot, and
Well, that's
he
what you're
made
supposed to do.
two mistakes.
My opponent did that to me, right? He
Yeah.
punished me for my mistakes. I didn't make a bull on the break the whole time.
Yeah, I thought for sure I was going to be on the seaside, and he was playing so good, and I was actually kind of blown away. I won the match.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you know when somebody's in good stroke
Yep.
and they're breaking phenomenal.
Yep.
You know, and he was punishing me, and somehow,
Wow.
I guess I played good. I don't think I missed
Well,
a
you
shot
had to
in
have
the
played
last
good.
5 games.
Yeah, you had to have played good. He's a good player.
No, he's a great player for sure, and he's my teammate.
Yeah. Ben fires that 3-ball past the 8-ball. I didn't think it went.
Yeah,
don't
that
think
was
Sean
a tight.
thought.
That was a tight
It
shot.
was really tight. I don't
Just-
think Sean thought it
Just
went.
enough to get by.
Yeah.
I'd hate to leave you guys.
Yeah, well,
I'd love to sit
hey,
down
listen.
here with Grant.
You gotta go to work.
Ben is playing.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
all right.
watching him play. You know, this is my homie.
Yeah. Well, and what I really like about how Ben plays is just simple patterns.
Yeah.
You're right. But
See,
nice little
this is just
3-rail.
like
Table knowledge
getting
is
middle,
so good.
Middle table here.
Yeah.
You know, and
And
now
then it's tic-tac-toe from here.
like he could have slow rolled that, played 2 rails, and shot the 6 in the side.
Yeah.
But look at this angle.
Yeah, smart.
So much easier.
Yeah.
Because if you come up short and you come up a little awkward, you know, now that 6 to the 7 isn't as easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so great knowledge by Ben for sure.
Yeah. Table knowledge.
That's right.
A nice angle on the 8. Nothing to do here but make the 8
and I would
auto
say
shape.
besides Kerry, the silver bullet, Ben probably plays the second most here.
I would agree.
Yeah, because Kerry's here every day
Yeah.
for hours and hours.
Yeah.
That's why I call him the silver bullet, because the guy shoots fast.
Right?
Faster than I do. He just doesn't run as many racks.
Yes. Just get down in it and get
and
the job done.
I had a discussion with him about it.
Yeah.
Because when he practices, man, he just like, boom, he just smashes balls in. He goes all over the place. And then when he plays slow
In a match.
in a match.
Changes his, yeah.
And it's just like, you
Pick a speed and
win
stick with it.
so much more if you would just stick with one speed.
I agree.
Because I mean, I played Kerry enough, and that guy can make some shots.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a
right?
really good
He's one
snooker
of those
player, too.
sleeper type of players, right? You fall asleep and he's gonna punish you for it.
I remember playing him at Chills, and I think I was up like 3-0.
Yeah.
And he was playing like slow, you know, and he was
Methodical.
making mistakes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just didn't care, and he started blasting balls around and literally ran a 3-pack on me.
Holy.
Yeah, he ran. I think I broke dry. He broke and ran. I was 3-3. I'm just like, wow.
That's crazy.
And I was like, man, why don't you play like this more often?
Right?
And then
and
he slowed down and got methodical again, and I beat him 5-3.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's kind of a fine line between too slow, too fast, right? I like to stay in the pocket, that nice little sweet spot.
That's right. Thank you, Chantal. I'll try my best.
All right, Johnny, go get the job done,
Thank
brother.
you.
Appreciate you sitting in with us for the little bit of time that you could. And then drops the headset on the floor as he's leaving. We love you anyway, Johnny.
He was sad and he committed suicide.
Right?
Don't leave me. No.
Might utilize the 8-ball here, send the 2-ball back down table, or the cue ball, whatever he's feeling comfortable with. Wants to get behind that 8-ball. Didn't quite get there, however. 2 to the 3, not an easy task here. You might just float this 2-ball in. Leave yourself the window on the 3 between the 5-6 and play it safe. Decides to play safe right there with the 2-ball. Doesn't even go to the 3. No sense taking soldiers off the table with the 3-ball tied up. Going to the short rail here is on this type of an angle. You're shooting blind, so it is a little bit tough. He may go two or three rails around to kick at this 2-ball. Send the 2 back down towards the pack here. Yeah, smart shot. Ben agrees, gives the old table tap, the universal sign for nice shot. And Ben in a little tough here. Window between the 3-5. Gonna have to put some inside, some right-hand spin on the cue ball, I believe, in order to execute the hit on the 2. See if I'm right. Hard to tell with that angle between the 5-6 not looking live. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Kevin. Appreciate it as always. And indeed, had to go to the inside. Does the 2 layup. Questionable. It is cuttable, especially for the likes of a Sean McKay. Definitely cuttable into the top right-hand corner. Got to avoid the 8-ball here, but with the angle should be steep enough. And then avoid the horn on the side pocket at the same time coming down for the 3-ball. Could also just elect to play safe. He got in on the 3 good. However, missed the first part of that equation. Nice little 2 rail from Ben. Leaves the 3-4 combo on, I believe. Watching from Northeast Calgary. Hey, we appreciate it, Carlo. Should come down and watch live. Did not land in an ideal position. Not sure if it passes by the 7-ball. And a reach nonetheless. Oh, no problems. Puts himself on the 5 to the top left-hand corner. A little bit hampered by the 7-ball. Makes the bridge a little bit funny. Plays the in-off, and the 8 shoots the window. Leaves himself perfect for the 6-ball. And I think I'm going to favor him to get out here. Nice shot. Bump the 8 just a touch closer to the pocket. Although it is a little tricky. You might have to play this 2 rails and out on top of the 9-ball. What's going on, Tony? Tuning in from Halifax. Just the 1 rail on top of the 9-ball. Either which way, it is going to be effective for him. Overhit. Nine-ball, bottom left-hand corner. A little bit of a tester. No problem, says he. Wouldn't it have worked out to go forward on the 6? For sure it would have. Yeah. Which is probably how I would have played it. But Ben likes those little touchy touchy-feely shots. And he's very good at executing those. So I would have played forward on the 6, that's for sure. But right, just depends on the player, depends on what they're feeling at that particular moment. And they get to see all those little, funny little angles that, we don't get to see back here. So on those shots, it's really shooter's choice, shooter's preference, depending on the little nuances that they get to see that I don't get to see. Does he get another 4-ball break? Well, a 3-ball break, but still no shot. And wide open. wide open table. No real easy kick shot. Push to the jump behind the 9. I like it. Problem is Sean knows how to jump too. Only 3. Yeah, Ben's got this 9-ball breakdown. He's played a ton of 9-ball as well in playing the Ghost in the league. So he's also been here pretty much every day. And with this being the Hooey Memorial, you've got Ben Francis, Johnny Triple P, Mark Vinogradov, Eric Vargas, and Joe Spence, all on Barry's team. So they are looking to take home all the prize money. This is the event those guys want to perform in, that's for sure. Honoring their teammate, Mr. Barry Hooey. Nice push there. I don't mind the push behind the 6 for Sean to kick at the 2. No easy jump shot. Decides to give it back, which is always the option. And Ben deciding to take out the shorty. And I do favor him to hit the 2-ball. This is really not a difficult jump shot for Ben. But as to where it's going to go, that I'm not sure what his plan is here. His plan is to just go for it. Try the combination 2-5. Unfortunately, not successful in that attempt. That'll leave Sean McKay fairly decent on the 2-ball. Is shooting off the beach a little bit, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. The issue really is getting to the 3-ball, right? With the 8 being in the position that it's in, might have to play off the 8-ball and bring the cue ball underneath the 3. Right, but again, depending on the angles that they see. Yeah, I tried to play on top. I might have tried to play off the bottom of that 8-ball. Bring the cue ball underneath. Nonetheless, though, he is on the 3-ball. And he's just waiting for Larry to shoot the 8 on the other table. He's really not studying the shot. He's simply waiting for Larry to get done on the table to the right. And of course, Larry now needs the same side of the table to complete the run for the 9. So Sean just says, you keep going, I'll wait. Really good poker etiquette there, or pool etiquette. Somebody's on a run out like that, and shooting the 8-9, just let him finish up. Gets jiggy with it. 3-ball. Not wanting to drop in there, but makes the makes the other ball instead. I didn't even notice that. I thought Ben's not getting off his chair. And under hit a little bit here. That will bring the 9-ball into play. Of course. How are you, grandson Gavin? Our pleasure to have you viewing with your dad. Or, sorry, with your grandpa. Look forward to coming out and seeing you again, Jerry. I don't know that we'll be in Niagara Falls this year, but you know, as things normalize and get back to some semblance of normalcy, we will do the same. Get back to our sense of normal. Anytime, Jerry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the point where we kind of go back to some sense of normalcy and getting to see everybody again in Niagara Falls. Always a good time. I don't think we are, Mikey. I don't think we're going to Nanaimo either. We're pretty much going to stick within Alberta, at least for the immediate future. Stay close to home. And can't tell if the 2-4 is wired up to the bottom right-hand corner. Certainly looks that way, but again, those little angles can be a little bit tricky. Could be just slightly off, but we'll see here depending on how Sean hits this 1 ball. Little bit too juicy on that one. I think the throw on the cue ball is what caused the 1 ball to miss. However, doesn't leave a shot for Ben. Will leave a safe. You can chip the 1, hide the cue ball behind the 5 ball, or just chip the 1, bring the cue ball all the way back down, and utilize the cluster on the bottom of the table to hide the cue ball. Looks like he's chipping off the 1 and hiding the cue ball behind the 5. Might have hit a little too much juice there. But again, same type of thing for Sean here. Kind of an off-angled back cut to that side pocket. Yeah, that's kind of where our thoughts are, Jerry, right? Is as much as we want to, you know, get back to what we would consider normal, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And really until this thing is in the rearview mirror, I don't think we'll be traveling too many places. So I mean, we'll do our best to kind of keep Q Sports live as often as what we can. It may be, you know, some matches, some CSL After Dark action that's out of the basement. Nice shot. Got to control that 2 ball. And a little bit funny here. Sean's looking to see whether the bank is in play. I wonder if you could almost play the 2-way here. Try the bank to the side pocket and just draw underneath the pocket for the 3 ball, and if you miss the cluster there, would be a barricade. However, just tries to play the straight safe. I'm pretty sure Ben can see the ball. I don't know if he can see enough to make it though. 2 ball top right hand corner. Left does not go. I think he was just checking, so that kind of tells me it will go to the top right-hand corner. Was just checking the angle of the cue ball, whether it squirts past the 5 and into the corner. So really nothing to do here for Sean, just make the 2. Whether you go once across or utilize both side rails, pretty much auto shape on the 3. Overcuts. And somewhat gets away with it. And we'll see whether Ben decides to play safe. Again, using the 5 ball, chip off the side of the 2, use the 5, or whether he goes aggro, gets aggressive, plays the bank shot on the 2 ball, comes around 2 rails for shape on the 3. And instead chips the cue ball down table. And does Sean have any piece of the 2 ball? If he does, it's tight. Could go rail first to get the hit. A little bit of right-hand spin. But you kind of lose the cue ball a little bit doing that. But we'll see what happens. Could also make the 2 by doing it. Oh wow, he had a lot of the 2. He had way more than I thought he did. Went across the top and taps the table. A little bit of a tougher safety here. Might have to, even then, I was going to say chip the top side of the 2 into the 7 and then send the cue ball 2 rails around and back up table, but doing that, chipping off, that brings in the 8 and 9, and if you run into those, you're pretty much going to sell the farm there. Yeah, tough shot here. See what he comes up with. Send the cue 2 ball back up table like a bank shot. Doesn't want to catch the horn. Tried to use the 5 ball as a safety ball. More of a containing safety. Nicely done, thin cut. From here, I've got to favor Sean to get out. 5 to the 7 ball. That'll be the game-winning shot. And even that is not terribly difficult, depending on the angle that he goes at. Here, I might just draw this straight back. Yeah, just like that. Leave a little bit of angle here. So now you can go, I'm going to say 2 rails. 2 rails landing below the 8 and 9, having the 7 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. Only issue with it is you got to watch that side pocket. Wants to kind of hit right about the first diamond down from that right-hand side pocket. Oh, he goes ultra aggressive with the juice. Brave shot there. Is there a bracket somewhere, says Tom? Yes, there is. It is on challenge under the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. Yeah, that single rail draw shot can get a little bit touchy. I like playing underneath. Back and forth a couple of rails. Chip and straight back up the table here. Or is he going to go for the make? Yeah, no, just the chip and back up table. Nice shot. Another little table tap from Ben. Really good player etiquette there. Always good to acknowledge your opponent on a good safe shot. Does he give it? I think he's got the outside or the top edge of that 7 ball. Don't know if he can see enough to make it though. It's a really nice safe play from both players. Wow. He got a lot closer than what I thought he could. That's for sure. Tried to put some right-hand spin to throw that 7 in. And he certainly got more of that than what I thought he could see. I didn't think he could see even that much. Wow. Did that come out of there live? I think that ball picked up speed as it connected with both of those rails. Come out of that corner really live. Doesn't like the bridging in the pocket. Adjusted a couple of times. And then spears it in. That was a big shot. Oh no. Then gives up the 9 ball. That's a big swing. From 5-3, or sorry, 5-2 to 4-3. With the back cut for Sean McKay. And he does just that. So Sean McKay is a 709 Fargo. Yeah, big game, big swing from a potential 5-2 to 4-3. And I think Ben is, last I checked, Ben was a 724, so they're very, very close. Once you kind of get up into those 710, 720 ratings, there's really not a lot that separates the skill. Consistency, I think, would be the name of the game. So Ben's decided to take a little bit of a break. I don't blame him. And I haven't put this poster up yet, but I'm going to. We came out with a new bonus cash for the CSL IPL for the Pool League. For the first player that beats the Ghost with 15 points in each game, any week, any division, any player, $2,500 bonus cash. If you do it with a combination of 10s and 15s, you will then get a free roll into the next session. So a little bit of cash up for grabs, a little bit of bonus. If you are interested in playing in the Q Sports Live Pool League, it is both BCA sanctioned as well as CCS ACS. So with BCA, it will sanction you for singles play. And with 3-man teams, that is now sanctioned by both CCS as well as ACS. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. So you can find out a little bit more information on the league at cslipl.com. We do have players from all over the world that are currently playing: Italy and England, and obviously lots in Canada, lots in the US, Belarus. We've had players from Philippines, all over the place. So it is open to any player all over the world, as long as you have access to a table, whether that's at home or at your local pool hall, friend's house. You just need access to it. You play your match once every week. And depending on what division you would be in, you either play 15 games or 20 games. You tally up your scores each week, send those in. We post out standings every week as well. And then at the end of 10 weeks, we'll pay out the top 25%. What's going on, James? Tuning in on YouTube. And Ben's just not getting the looks after the break. I don't think really either player has really got a good look.
Sam, Dexter, table 4.
Wow.
Boone, Drake,
Wow.
table 6.
Thin to win. And I'll tell you what, you know, if there's one thing about Ben's game is those thin cuts, he just nails them. I can't hit that. There's zero chance I would make that shot. Those thin to win shots are he is very, very good at those. 6 to the 7, your game-winning shot. What's going on, Darcy? And looks like Ben has decided enough is enough. I'm just going to play my game. Comes across nice for the 9 ball. To take a 5-3 and fires it in there. And for those that are just tuning in, guys, this is the man in which this tournament is named for. It is the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. We were live last night till 2 o'clock in the morning. We will be live all day today, as well as tomorrow. And for those that do not know who Barry is, he was a staple in the Calgary pool scene. They called him, excuse me, wow, throat got really, really dry there. Captain Calgary, and just an absolute staple in the Calgary pool scene. So this is in honor of Mr. Barry Hooey. Yikes. And looks like Ben does have the in off. I don't know if he can see the one direct. May have the in off. Could play the push. Getting to the 2 ball is a little bit of a nightmare. Even playing the rail first, right? Rail first, back cut on the 1 ball sends the cue ball into the 4. If he can see enough, I don't know if he can, to draw. Oh, look at that shot. Oh my goodness. The stuff on that cue ball. Awesome. And again, nothing easy here. 2 to the 3. That was very Corey Doolish. Very nice. Splits those apart. That'll work. 3 down to the bottom right. That puts him up where he needs to be for the 4 ball. Got to watch the side pocket. Looks like he's playing underneath. Indeed. Perfect. Perfect works. Putting on display the cue ball control. Left himself a nice angle on the 5 to get to the 6. Oof. He just looked at going 2 rails avoiding the 8 ball. Don't know if I like it. Of course, what do I know? Look out, corner pocket. Did not want to be straight here. I don't know if he's got enough cheat angle on that 6 ball. May have to play rail first here too. Oh no, he had enough there. This is a tricky little out. Lots of different angle changes and things that just were not going to happen real easy. Not going to be happy with himself there. That'll leave advantage for Sean McKay in this rack. Sean should make this 7 with really no issues. There's nothing to do here but make the 7 auto shape for the 8. And then he can pull back within 1. Oh my goodness. Rare miss for Mr. McKay from that point. I would have favored him to claw back within 1. Didn't really want to be straight on that ball, but you can just draw this back a touch. Oh my goodness. It's the afternoon lull. After playing till 2:30 in the morning and then being back here for 11 o'clock starting at noon, I think the wall is approaching. And this is one of the things with 9 ball, you've got to be able to handle the momentum swings. And there are definitely a few of them that happen in a RT9 race to 9 match. Those momentum swings can be for or against you at any point throughout any of the games. And you just got to be able to handle those momentum swings. Wiped its feet on the way in, but he got the job done. You might see Ben speed up his pace a little bit. I think we all do that. There's certain points, in everybody's game, everybody's match, and I can feel it. I'm starting to hit the wall. I'm sure, Ben and Ben and Sean feel the same way. Right, and I think, with not a lot of tournaments going on, the tournament stamina that players have at this point, certainly under what it used to be prior to COVID hitting, and that's going to have an effect, especially on long grinds, right? Long race to 9, playing on a 9-foot diamond. It's takes a lot of mental focus to kind of make everything happen, and I just don't think the stamina of players is the same as what it was pre-COVID. Whenever I play at 7, they never miss. Oh, a 700, yeah. I agree. I agree. If I come up against Sean or Ben or one of the other players above 700, Russ Whittle, I mean, they just never miss. But then you put them against each other and the misses start to occur. And I'm wondering if that's because those players know I'm playing a 700 as well. Playing in the morning. That is dreadful for me. Morning pool is just not the way for me. Really morning anything. Push out from Ben right onto the rail. It's going to leave Sean long. Long and shooting off of the beach. Lots of distance between the cue ball, 2 ball. And for some reason, they have now turned on the air conditioning in the room, which is blowing directly down on me. So I think I'm going to put a sweater on. Just give me 1.5 seconds here, everybody. That air conditioning is cold. Nice safe play from Ben there. Send the 2 ball up table and use the 3-5-6. When it's too easy, the brain stops working. It is very true. You watch on most open tables, I find are the hardest ones. It's almost too easy. And then the brain stops working, and inevitably those are the ones that I don't get out on. So we'll see if he does attempt the 2-7 combination. Gets the hit, sends the cue ball hopping, but it does stay on the table and he gets the hit. And again with the safety from Ben, although it makes the shot a little bit easier as far as the hit, he could swing at this. If he's going to go for the hit on the 2, may as well attempt the 2-9. Get things moving. Because either way, you've got to clear the 2 ball out. Oh, he's going to go, okay, go off the end rail. That could also work. Does he get it? Not quite there. However, the 2 to the 3 is not as easy as what he'd like it. 2 ball in, back and forth. Put the 3 ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Tried exactly that. Does he get away with it? I'll say he half got away with it. Just give me 1 second here, guys. I just gotta grab a drink. Sorry about that, guys. Now with the air conditioning on, I need a warm drink. Coffee is in order. Wow. Hits that so thin it doesn't go in. An overcut on that shot. Then gonna take his time a little bit. And I like it. Get the refocus going. Wipe down the cue. Again, something I just have zero chance at. He just shot that left-handed. I wouldn't even hit the cue ball. Nice little chip off the 6 ball. Great shot. Well, that tells me that 6 will go into the side pocket. Can't tell how far down rail that is, but that angle tends to tighten up that side. A little close to the work. 7 top left-hand corner. Nice little draw shot off the right rail. Sit yourself good on the 8. Duck soup here to take 6-4. Indeed he does. And we'll give a shout out to Jam Up Apparel, another longtime sponsor of Q Sports Live. All kinds of t-shirts, hoodies, hats. Brought out a new blanket, cool blanket that's fairly new. Also getting into the ugly Christmas sweater. Those are available on the website, www.jamupapparel.com. Great break, but again, same story. Might be a race to the 2 ball here. 2-9 combo. Where do you push to if you're Sean? I think you shoot the 9 in. That's what you do. Call a push, shoot the 9. Shoot the 9, it then spots. You'll probably end up getting it back. But at least you're not giving up that 2-9 combination. Ooh-wee. Tempting. Tempting, tempting. Very, very interesting. Does he take it? Does he take the bait and go for the shot? One to the top left-hand corner. Or do you just play the safe? I think you play safe, use the 7 ball here. Yeah, undecided. I think both players are really aware of that 2 ball and its location and vicinity to the 9 ball. So giving up a shot on the 1 ball is almost a certain loss of game. So Ben staring down the barrel of, of that shot. Finally, he says, you know what? I don't like any of it. You try that. So it kind of tells me I don't know if the safe using the 7 ball is actually on. I can't see how much room they've got or how much of that 1 they can see. did try it. Went for the 1. Unfortunately, that is going to leave Ben full on for the 1 ball, the 2-9 combination to extend the lead by 3. Over hits it. Shakes his head. So if the 2 doesn't pass the 8 to the bottom right-hand corner, do you play the carom, cue ball off the 2? Looks like the 2 passes. Wow, the rollout. The rollout was massive. Ben said that didn't roll out a little, that rolled a lot. And sometimes that slow roll can eat you for lunch. Got to be careful doing them. Pick your times when that happens. Mr. Sean Jolly. What is happening, mister? Good to see you on the stream again. Four ball. You may see him half attempt to make contact with the 9 ball. Rail first, back cut on the 9. Full concentration on making the 4 ball, but kind of a half attempt to make the 9 at the same time. Although using a rest, maybe, maybe not. No. Full in, all in on the 4. It's a little bit of a test here. Yeah, it's been crazy, Sean. I know, you know, it's almost a split with how things have worked out with the pandemic, where you're either extremely busy or really not working very much. Oh, great slice. Ninja slice on the 5 ball. Cut that to the side pocket. Sets himself good on the 6. Nice angle. That was really well struck. Really nice weight. And for Sean to claw back within 1 again. And we kind of knew this one was going to be a battle. Both of these players not really wanting to let the other get too far ahead. And does just that. Well, hello, Mr. Wayne Knight. Appreciate you tuning in as well. Look out, drew it straight back into the corner pocket. A little bit of work to do with the 5 and 7 ball. If he can negotiate his way through this rack, it'll be the 4 to the 5 that would be the game winner if he chooses to run this rack without playing safe. Doesn't quite give him the angle from what he'd really like on this one ball, but it frees up by him moving that cue ball. It frees up the shot to be made. If he left that cue ball with the ideal angle, he's going to be hampered by the 5 and 7. So, like what he did there. And again, not a lot to do here. Float the 2 ball in. Cue ball onto that other side of the rail, just about where the 8 is. That will do. 3 to the 4, nothing to do there. Could play that 2 ways. Draw off the 3, 2 rails back out, or forward with left-hand spin off the bottom rail. Little bit of distance between the cue ball 4 ball here, but it's really shaping the 5. Can't really go forward. It brings in the 9 ball, so it's going to have to be a draw. And I don't know if the 5, he's looking at it now, whether the 5 passes the 6 to the top right-hand corner.
Table 2.
Looks like he is going forward here. Nope. Faked me out with how he was queuing in on that. So Sean says here, I don't want to try it. You try and shape it from there. Right, Ben facing exactly the same issue, 4 to the 5 ball. 5 will pass to the left-hand side pocket if he can manage to draw up without going behind the 6 ball. Look out, 6. Did he get there? Oh, he's down in it right away. Nice shot, nice draw. Hit that about as perfect as you could. And you got to favor Ben to put himself at 7 games here. One rail, 7 into the top left-hand corner. Depending on his angle, on the 7, just roll up, 8 down to the bottom left. With again a nice little roll-up shot, 9 to the bottom right-hand corner. Could go 2 rails around for the 8 into the side pocket as well, or draw. The draw it is. And indeed gets 7 on the board for Ben. So Sean McKay approaches the table with the break. Ben leading 7-5. Ball in. Excuse me, with shape. First rack that we've had it happen. Is this the momentum changer for Sean? May have to play the 1 in, cue ball past the 5 ball for the 2 into that right-hand side pocket. Don't know if he can hold it enough for holding that cue ball for the 2 down to the bottom right. Yeah, indeed. I wish we were going to it, Sean, but we will not be in Niagara Falls. Not for this one, unfortunately. We've kind of made the decision that we're just going to stick around Alberta up until the point where things start to kind of stable or become stable and normalize a little bit. Wow, they're saying this table is rolling terribly right now. And I would have to agree, because you look at those little slow roll shots. Yeah, no doubt that, you know, those are not shots that Sean and Ben are going to miss. Not by that margin. And a rare open table miss from Ben. And with Sean getting down into it real quick, that 2 does split between the 3 and the 7. A little bit of perhaps inside juice, right-hand spin on the cue ball here. So as I was saying, yeah, we're more or less, I think, going to just stick around Alberta. You know, whatever events pop up within Alberta, those are the ones that we'll do. If there's a little bit too much time between events, we'll probably do a little bit more of the CSL After Dark. And nice attempt. Tried to utilize the 7 there. Yeah, maybe a few more CSL After Dark matches and so on and so forth. But up until the point where things normalize a little bit, you know, traveling is just not. I don't think it's something we're going to be looking at here for a little bit anyway. But hey, we'd love to have both yourself and Jerry. So Sean and Jerry, we'd love to have you in the CSL IPL, Q Sports Live League. And I will say, and this is open to anybody, of course, but I will say it becomes extremely addictive. Say again, in the what? The Q Sports Live League, the CSL IPL, this one right here. So starting November 1, so it is, it's called the CSL IPL. It's playing the Ghost. It is sanctioned by BCA as well as ACS and CCS. So ACS, CCS is for the teams as well as singles. And BCA is strict singles, but you do get, wow, what a bank shot. Straighten that angle out, huge. But yeah, you play a weekly match every week. You decide when you want to play. We don't structure the times. You stream that match to the private players page. Score your match, and at the end of 10 weeks, we pay out the top 25% of the field. So there's a division in singles for any player, any caliber of player. So Division 4, Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, and then the open division is the top. That's where you'll find Tyler Steyer, you'll find Ben Francis, you'll find all those top end guys play up in the open. But it is open to anybody. It's more or less the skill test, right? For those that want to test themselves against some higher caliber players. We handicap the money, not the game, and register and play against those guys. If that's not what you're looking to do, then you just register in your own division. And then starting November 1, which is the next season or session of the CSL IPL, we also have 3-man teams. And there's 3 different Fargo cap ratings that you can fit into, and same type of deal. You just need access to a table, whether that's a home table or a table at your local pool hall. And then you just stream those matches to the private player page. Keep track of your scores. We'll provide the score sheets for you. Send in those score sheets at the end of the week, whenever you're done your match. And we post out standings every week, and we run the same as every other league out there. Right, and when COVID does decide to dissipate and we do get back to business as usual, we will also have live play. So we will have live league, the same as every other league out there. And that'll be all over the world. And I think I just missed who won that rack, or who won that game. In fact, I know I did, so with the... Ben did, good, thank you, appreciate it. So when you go onto our website, Jerry, which is www.cslipl.com, under each division you'll see a definition of which type of player plays in each division. So you more or less, it's loosely based on Fargo, but you more or less self-assess yourself. But if you do not have an established Fargo verified rating, just start in the open division. And once you've played one session with us, we'll know exactly where you would be slotted into. And then if you know of any juniors as well, while we're on the topic of the CSL, if you know any juniors, there's also 2 division of juniors. I'll flash these up real quick. There's the 17 and under division, and there is also the 13 and under division. And juniors always play for free. There is no money that juniors play for. They get to play for prizes and all kinds of fun things. So get them up off the couch and off the iPads and playing pool. We've had, again, juniors from all over the world. Philippines is really big right now for our junior program, and we just want to get the kids involved, right? Try and grow the game. That's what we're here for. So that next session of the league, it starts November 1. Cutoff to register is 3 days prior. Yeah, so you would be in Division 3, Jerry. Right, if you have verifiable stats through CCS, we can use those to apply a known ability for you. But I can tell. I mean, you would be a Division 3 player. So wide open spaces here for Ben Francis, looking to close escrow on this match. Going to be the 6 ball to the 7 ball for the game-winning shot. He can execute the 6 to the 7. It should be curtains. Gave himself lots of angle on the 6 ball. Just needs to float that 6 in. Cue ball straight up the table between the 8 and 9 ball. Oh, goes 2 rails into the 8 and is sitting pretty perfect. Put the 7 in, cue ball above the 9 ball. Don't think he can hold it past or hold it underneath. Do the games get entered into Fargo? Not as of yet, so will not affect your live Fargo rate, okay? And one of the things that we've kind of started to see is that your live Fargo rating does not really translate into Ghost play. They're 2 completely different animals, and it does not translate directly over. So what we asked Fargo, and it is something that they're willing to do, they're willing to work on. Ben Francis taking the win, but they are willing to work on that for us or with us to give us what is called a league-specific Fargo rating. So in effect, you would have 2 different ratings. One is a Ghost rating, and then one is a live rating. So that is something that we've talked to Fargo about. It is something that they would be willing to look at. However, right now we were starting to talk about that, and then they got kind of taken to task on one of the projects that they have to do for a customer, and we kind of got pushed to the back burner. But it is something that we are working on with Fargo, is to get league-specific Fargo ratings. So it is obviously, sanctioned by CCS, ACS. It's also sanctioned by BCA. So with BCA, you do have your sanctioning for singles. In CCS, ACS, you do have sanctioning for teams and singles. VNEA is something we're working on. That'll be a tougher sell for VNEA, just because of how their rules are written on how you become a sanctioned member. But I'm not going to count it out as of yet. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to do a quick shutdown restart. We'll have another match here locked, loaded, and ready to rock and roll. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate it. If you do have any questions about the league, feel free to send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you, or send us an email, qsportslive@gmail.com. And I appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here with another match. Looks like Joe Spence next on the live stream.